Here we go. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Mind Body Blend. We're still in the month of July 2023. I don't really have a theme for this month so much as that we're just trying to work upper body, lower body, core, posture, strength, endurance, balance, all of that wrapped together, and as always starting with Tai Chi. So I have a couple pairs of hand weights. I have my chair and we're going to be using it for a little bit of balance. So if you don't have a chair close by, maybe you're close to a wall or a countertop, something you can use for balance. So let's get started with our Tai Chi. And we're going to kind of remain in place and then do some linear movement today rather than diagonal movement with our Tai Chi. Linear movement is definitely functional because we always walk forward and back, right? So let's come to our mid stance position. So feet just about hips distance apart. Roll your shoulders back and stand with nice posture. Take a nice breath in, sweep the arms out and up. Start to circle, then exhale and press down. And this is just a time for you to connect with your breathing, to connect with your mind and your body, and just remove any distractions from your day. Let's take one more sweeping breath. Inhale and exhale. Now reversing this, so the palms come up, lift, and open out. So we're moving the opposite direction. Feels odd going this way, doesn't it? It's really good for our brain to do things in reverse. Now I'm going to change the palms. So as you come up the center, bring your hands up, then flip them as you press and lower down. Palms face the ceiling, then rotate your wrists to push up and lower down. Last time, big breath in and exhale down. Step to the right foot, tapping the left foot. Then step to the left foot, tapping the right foot. Next time you step to the right ball, and we'll start to roll the ball into left ball. It's up to you how large your ball is, how generous you make this movement in terms of your step from the right to the left. One more each side. Hold in right ball. With our arms, we'll do brush knees. So this left hand comes down, right hand pushes forward, then step to the left and roll the ball into left ball. Brush knee, roll the ball. Brush knee, roll the ball. So when you do brush knee, it helps to remember it's the hand that's closest to your knee that is the low hand. The top hand does the forward block. Bottom hand brush knee, top hand forward block, and then your hands roll the ball. Let's take this one more on each side. Brush knee, roll the ball, brush knee, roll the ball. All right, brush knee, steps forward, roll the ball. Brush knee, steps forward, roll the ball. I know we don't have a lot of space in our home to move this. Now we're going to move it backward. Brush knee, roll the ball. Backward, brush knee, roll the ball. Now that you can see my feet, notice when I step backward, I pull the toes up of the front foot. Moving forward, brush knee, roll the ball. Brush knee, roll the ball. 2 more. Now, if you don't have space at home, just do this in place. Stepping backward. Pick the toes up. Come forward one more time, 4 times. Brush. Roll the ball. Brush. Exhale. One more. Step backward, brush knee, block forward. Roll the ball. 3 more. Block. Roll the ball. 2 more. Then in place, brush knee, roll the ball, step side, brush knee, roll the ball, step side, 1 more time each direction. Step back out, inhale, press palms in the center, exhale. 1 more breath. Press it right through. Beautiful. Okay, I'd like you to pick up 1 single weight. I'd like it to be a weight you can do a bicep curl and maybe an overhead press. I'm going to give you that option. So just 1 weight. I'm going to try my 8, but I'm going to have my 5 close by just in case I need to go down. Bring whatever you need for balance on the right side of your body. So the wall, countertop, chair. We're going to stand on our right foot. Pick up the left knee. So it's up, straighten the leg. Bend and straighten. Now maybe you can let go at some point. I want you to get your leg all the way straight. So we're working strength into our quadricep muscle. Now hold the knee bent, a bicep curl with the right arm. Any controlled pace you want to go. Then let go of the chair, focusing on your balance. Now, if you feel comfortable, we'll do these 2 movements at the same time. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your foot back down. We'll do a bicep curl. Press above the head, come back in, and lower down. Now maybe you just press up a little bit. You don't have to go all the way up. So adjust your weight if you need to for this exercise, or just do the bicep curl. Now we're going to add the left leg. So we bring the knee up, we straighten the leg, bend the knee, and come back down. Bend, straighten, and down. I'd like to get 10 of these. There's 3, 4. Check your posture. 5. I'm definitely feeling fatigue in this leg, in the quadricep, in my bicep and shoulder, and in my standing leg. 7. 8. We have 2 more. 9. And rest. Okay, I'm going to slide my chair around to the other side. I did pretty good with that 8, so I'm going to stick with it. So the first exercise is just to stand on your left leg, bend your right knee, and we're just going to straighten the leg and bend. Getting our brain adjusted to being on this side and how our balance might be different. 1 more. Just keep your knee bent, and we'll do the bicep curl on this right arm. So you're setting the pace of movement here that feels best for you. And just using that chair if you need it. Nice and steady. Now when you're ready, add them together. Straighten the leg, bend the knee. Straighten the leg, bend the knee. Four more. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your foot back down to the floor. Give your hip flexor a rest. Try the bicep curl in the overhead press. And just see what you can do on this side. Maybe you switch your workload right now, knowing you have to press up. And then we add the right leg. Bring the knee up. Extend the leg straight. Bend and lower down. And we're getting 10 reps. 3, 4. So we have hip stabilization on the standing leg. 5. We have hip flexor quadricep work on the moving leg. 6. Bicep, shoulder, and tricep on the arm. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. And 10. All right, bring your chair out of the way. I'd like you to have one heavy weight, one light weight. The heavy weight will be in your left hand. The light weight will be in your right hand. We're going to just stand up tall and side bend toward the right side and toward the left side. So you should notice the uneven workload that you have in your arms. So we have a different work going from right to left on our spine. Whatever range of motion is good for your waistline and for your back. Moving slow and controlled, keeping your abs engaged. Let's do one more each direction. And then come up. See if it's comfortable for you to lift this arm out a little bit and then do a bicep curl in this arm. So we're doing opposing exercises. The light weight gets the shoulder raise. The heavy weight gets the bicep curl. So I'm going to add the side bend with this. So we go to the side. And then as you go the other direction, curl your arm. So this is going to change the angle of our body when we're doing these two exercises and focusing on our core as well. Two more. One more each exercise. And relax. Bring both weights right up to the chest. We're going to try some squats here. Take your feet about hips distance apart. Slowly sit down into the legs, down and up. Now you guys can go deeper. I'm keeping it pretty small for my knee. But I can do this pretty much pain-free, and it's good for me to keep the strength in my quads as I come up to surgery. Now you have the light weight in your right hand. You have the heavy weight in your left. And I want you to watch. You're going to come down and they go opposite directions. Opposite directions. So your light one goes up. Your heavy one goes down next to your body. So you're doing a bicep curl with your left arm and an overhead press with your right. And you're still squatting. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more. Yeah, this class is called Mind Body Blend. So we get the brain into our work. 2 more. Last one. Then just a squat only. And rise up. All right, we need to switch the weights. So you can change them in your hands or if you need to set them down. So you can get the heavy one now in your right hand, the light one in your left. So I already feel like I'm standing like this because of that heavier weight. So get yourself nice and tall. Then we'll side bend to the left side and to the right side. So we're just focusing on the side bending so we can give our arms a little break because we've got another set to do for our arms. So just relax your arms and focus on your abdominals, your core, and your back muscles. And no right or wrong way to breathe. Maybe inhale to one side and exhale to the other, or whatever works best for your breathing. Just keep it moving. Let's go one more each direction, to the left and to the right, and come center. Now your light side weight, the left side does a shoulder raise. Your right arm does a bicep curl. So just practice a few, see if you need to make any adjustments. If the shoulder raise is too hard, bend your elbow. Bring it out like so, so you've shortened the lever. And then we're going to add our side bend with this. So as the left arm goes out, we bend the waist to the side. And then we do a bicep curl with our waist going to the other side. Now, if for some reason your back isn't liking this, then just keep it straight up and just do the arm work. Or if your arms are tired, you can just do the side bends. Something for everyone. Now we're going slow and controlled, being really mindful. Let's get 2 more of each exercise. Last bicep curl. Good. Bring both weights to your chest. Just squats. Head down and up. Inhale and exhale. And I'm doing these slow because we eventually will be adding that arm work, and I don't want you to rush the arm action. Knees are tracking straight forward. Mid stance squat, focusing on our quads. Now try the opposing arm. So we squat first, light weight presses up, heavy weight goes down. If you need to slow this down more, feel free, especially if you're doing a deep squat. The overhead press can just be right in here. Let's get 5 more. Four. 3. 2. And 1 more squat. And then just stand up from here, releasing the weights down. Excellent. Okay, switch your hands again. Switch your weights. I don't want you to switch your hands because that would look weird. Your thumbs would be on the wrong side of your wrists. Okay. All right, so what I want you to do, you've got your heavy one in your left hand, your light one in your right hand. We're going to do a deadlift. Down and up. I'll give you a little side view. Hinge. So with the uneven weight, what happens is if you don't use your core, your body's going to want to twist like this because the heavier weight is pulling you down. So try to keep your shoulders level, feeling the difference in the weight from right to the left. Let's get 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Nice neutral spine, neutral head. Last one. Then come down into that position and hold it. The weights are right about at your knees. The left arm pulls straight back for a row. The right arm goes out to the side for a reverse fly. So we go left and right. You can bend your elbow any amount to get that weight to move. It doesn't have to be really high. And then I want to put these together both at the exact same time. So while your left elbow is pulling back, your right arm's moving to the side. So what we're going to do with this is add a twist toward the left. So as you're pulling back, you twist. This is going to be a little easier on the right arm that's opening out. So it's not going to be as much work because our spine is rotating that direction. We have 6 more. Make sure your knees are bent. Your spine is neutral. You're really working your core. And we got 4. 3. 2. 1. Just raise up and roll your shoulders. Switch your weights. Take a breath. How we doing? Okay, now I feel like I'm leaning over to this side. So we're going to do our deadlift, keeping our shoulders level. Tip forward, come back up. Now I'd say the number one problem I see with deadlift is people try to go down like this and they're rounding their back. So I want you to keep your back straight and push your butt back. So we don't want to work by rounding the spine here. We want to work by hinging at the pelvis so we can get the hamstring and glute to work and not to put pressure on the lower back. 4 more. It's kind of subtle, the difference in the weight on one side of the body to the other, but your body feels it. 1 more. Take it down to the knees. Hold it. Brace your abs. Pull the right elbow straight back. The left arm goes out to the side. So I'm working my upper back, back of the shoulder, and bicep on the right arm. And then also my shoulder on the left arm and into a muscle group called the rhomboids. And then let's put these together at the same time. Pull and open and down. So nothing's changing in your spinal position right here yet. But after this one, we'll add a twist toward the right side. Rotate. So I notice right off the bat that my left arm doesn't have to work as hard. So I'm still opening it out, but my body's turning, so there's less gravity associated with that joint to open the arm side. Last 6. Look over your right shoulder as you twist. 5. 4. 2 more. Last one, up. And then rise up from that deadlift. Roll the shoulders. And we'll come down to the floor, and you'll still need 2 different sizes of hand weights. If you want to put your feet up on a chair for this work on your floor, you can bring your chair over, have your legs up for the lower back. Okay, so let's see. We just did heavy in the right hand, right? So let's do heavy in the left hand, lightweight in the right hand. Roll down to your back. So you can look at your weights, make sure they're not over your face. I want you to drop them down right about at your chest. Your left elbow bends down toward the floor and presses up. Your right arm opens straight out to the side and comes in. So left arm, elbow bends, you're doing a press. Right arm stays straight as you open. Your knees can be in tabletop for a little bit more core work, or up on a chair. Let's do one more of each of these exercises before we put them together. Okay, at the same time, as your left elbow's bending down, your right one's coming out and closing back up. 10 reps. 9. Breathe in, breathe out. 8. 7. 6. 5. Working the chest and the triceps and the shoulders. 4 more. 3. 2. And 1. If your feet are up, relax them down, or just keep them on the chair. Bring your weights down toward your chest, and you're going to give them a switch. Heavy weight in your right hand, light weight in your left hand. Press them up, make sure they're not over your face. You're going to pull them down over your chest. Right elbow bends down. Left arm goes out. Right one does a press. Left one does a fly. Let's do 2 more of each, one at a time, so we can get used to the work. Last one. And your fly. Put them both together, working your brain and your body. 10 reps. 9. 8. Focus on your abs. Tighten your midsection. 7. 'Breathing. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Relax. Set your weights completely off next to your sides. Okay, we are going to do some mat Pilates. So I'm going to teach you a position that's sometimes called the Pilates stance. So in the Pilates stance, we take a breath in to prepare. We curl our upper body up off the mat. Then we stack our knees in tabletop. We make our arms like we're hugging a big tree. We put our hands here. So just hold this, breathe. Then set your head back down. Lower your feet back down to the mat. So this can be really difficult on your neck. I'm going to have you try one more. And then if it's bothersome to your neck, I'm going to give you an option here. So we'll inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl up. Stack your knees in tabletop. Make your arms like you're hugging a tree and hold and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, head comes down, feet come down one at a time. So of course, supporting your head in some way is going to be another option. So you can bring your hands back behind your head, make sure your elbows stay out, or you can hold a towel or a little hand towel behind the back of your head. You can hold it on either side. So let's inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl everything up. Bring your knees to tabletop and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Upper body comes down first, and then your feet come down to the mat. Now, if that's still bothersome to your neck, you're not going to lift your head up at all. You're going to inhale to prepare. Exhale, push your back down into the mat and stack your knees in tabletop and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax your feet back down to the mat. So you have many variations here for Pilates stance. So I want you to pick the one that works best for you. So let's find your Pilates stance. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, option to come up if you want. Option to support your head. Bring your knees to tabletop and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just set your head back, but keep your knees in tabletop. Send your right leg out. Bring it in. Left leg out. Bring it in. Now, if you're feeling too much on your lower back, you can use a chair to keep one heel on the top of the chair while you're extending the opposite leg. Or you can keep your feet down on the floor and extend a leg and switch. So our goal is to keep our abs really braced through this single leg extension. Let's do one more on each leg. And then place your feet back down onto the mat. All right, one more Pilates stance. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, option to curl up. Maybe you're supporting your head. Stack your knees in table. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you want, set your head back down or keep your head up and extend the leg and switch. This is called single leg stretch. You can be supporting the back of the head with your fingertips or with a hand towel. You can be laying your head and shoulders back down on the mat, just like we did before. Try to compress your low back into the floor. One more each leg. Relax your head and shoulders. Relax your feet to the mat. All right, hug your right knee into your chest. Left leg stays on the floor or on top of a chair, and we straighten and bend. So I'm not moving the upper part of my leg. I'm just straightening the leg up to stretch the hamstring. You want to make this a little bit more challenging. Bring the left knee to tabletop. Now hold that leg straight at any height you can get it, and we'll lower it down any amount. and lift it back up. This can be challenging if your left foot is off the floor, so let it find the ground if you need to as you move through this lowering and lifting. Now, if your neck feels okay with it, we're going to add a crunch here. As the leg comes up, we can lift the head and shoulders up, or we can reach our hands up toward the foot and over the head. Nice range of motion for your hamstring. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to our resting position. Prepare for the Pilates stance if you choose. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl up. Stack your knees in tabletop. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your head can stay up as you straighten and bend the knee, or you can lay your head back. This is our left leg now straightening and bending. Or we can set the right foot down onto the mat. Lots of options depending on where you want to go with your work. Let's hold the left leg straight up, lower it down, and lift it. It's nice sometimes to try to lift your head for a couple of breaths. It tires quickly, but that way you start to build strength in it, as long as it doesn't put too much stress in your neck and shoulder muscles. So as the leg comes up, we're going to crunch, either supporting behind the head or reaching the hands up toward the foot and back overhead. Exhale on that crunch. Inhale to take it back. Just 4 to go. 3, 2, and 1. Relax back down to our prep position. One more Pilates stance, but I want you to use your hands behind the back of your head. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl up. Stack your knees in table. Hold 5 counts. 4, 3, 2, then move into bicycles. Cross and cross. So if it's too challenging to keep your legs up, then your bicycle, one foot goes to the floor, and then you switch. 30 seconds. Oblique work, rectus abdominis, spinal stabilization. 15. Breathing. Last one on each side. Then bring your knees in. Relax your head and shoulders down, and your feet come back down to the mat. We'll roll over to hands and knees for our bird dog, spinal balance. All right, so you've got a couple of weights next to you. We have the option to use them. I'm going to start with the right leg straight back and the left arm forward. And just hold. Find your nice neutral spine. And then bring it down. Let's do the other side. Left leg back, right arm forward. And bring it down. So we're going to use our left arm first. So place a weight or two close to your left arm so you can decide which one you want to use. Right leg goes back. Left arm takes a weight, and we're going to pull the elbow up, partway down. Up, partway down. So obviously we can't go all the way down and straighten our arm here. So it gives us constant load in the muscle. Brace your abs. Just a few more on this side. Four, three, two, one. Set that weight down. Relax. Round your back up like a cat. Back to neutral. I'm going to turn for camera view. So now the weights are on your right side of your body. Send your left leg straight back. Grab the weight in your right hand and lift partway down. Lift partway down. The elbow is close to your midline or to your rib cage, using the back of the shoulder and the upper back. Just a few more. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the weight. Nicely done. The knee comes down. Round your back like a cat. And then we'll take our right foot and step it forward into a low kneeling lunge. So we want to be sure that we get this foot underneath the knee, so make sure it doesn't look like this. So bring it up there and drop your hips down. Hold that stretch. If that feels a little uncomfortable, you can come up here and support as well. Then we'll move into a hamstring stretch. So start to straighten out the front leg, stretching the back of that leg. I like my dumbbells to use kind of like a yoga block. So you can pick it up, put your hand on it, and then you can hold yourself up, which is nice if you're having trouble folding forward enough to touch the floor. What we don't want to do is put our hands on this knee. So we want to keep the pressure off of that knee joint. All right, let's switch legs. So this right foot comes in. Left leg's going to take a big step forward so we can come into our low lunge. Oh man, the right hip flexor feels really tight here today. I think I need this one. We can also come up here and support. That actually feels like it stretches my hip flexor a lot better. One more breath. And then we'll stretch the hamstring by shifting back, straightening out the front leg. Use your dumbbell if you need for support to hold yourself up, or even your chair. Try to relax those tight muscles. One more breath here. And then transition yourself to a seated position. If you need a little bit of a blanket to sit on, feel free to do that. Move my weights out of the way. And we'll just come to butterfly. By bringing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees open. I'm always super tight in the hips right here, so this is about as far as I can go. Just going to sit up tall and breathe. If you feel pretty flexible in your hips, you can hinge forward a little bit. Just be mindful of your lower back as you're stretching here. And we'll hold about another 30 seconds in our butterfly. And then slowly come up. We've got a modified pigeon on the right leg. Your leg will stay where it's at. Your left leg is just going to come out to the side and take your upper body forward over your right leg. Just get a nice hip opener there. If you want to move into full pigeon here, this leg here can slide all the way back if you'd like, or any amount. About another 30 seconds holding. And when you're ready, press yourself up. Your legs will do a little switcheroo. So this left leg comes in, back to butterfly, and then your right leg goes out to the side. You'll stretch your upper body right over that left leg. And start to breathe a little slower, a little deeper. And then from here, make your way to a forward bend. So if we come forward onto our hands and knees, we can tuck our feet under, lifting our knees up off the floor, and then walking our hands in toward our feet, and we can stretch over. And take your time to roll yourself up, all the way up to stand. Bring your arms out to goalpost position. Pull your shoulder blades back, open up your chest. Take a breath, inhale, and exhale. We'll press our palms together. And one more sweeping breath. Press the palms and lower them down. Excellent job today, everyone. Thank you for joining me this wonderful Tuesday. I know a couple of you have to run right after class, but if you got a minute, stay along with me for a chat. I'd love to see how the workout felt for you today. I'll get our recording shut off before we begin.